Have you ever seen a cat eating rat? Not only do these rats hunt cats, but they hunt humans too. This whole village is under a curse. Infested with the plague, it's got so bad that even a child had a chunk of his ear bitten off by one of the rodents. To stop the rats from eating them alive, the terrified villagers have resorted to feeding them fresh raw meat, a desperate move that has only made the plague spin further out of control. One day, two outsiders show up. Their clothes look nothing like anything the locals wear, which immediately sets the village on edge. To escape the war, these people have been hiding out in the mountains for years, completely cut off from the rest of the world. This is the first time they've ever laid eyes on a stranger. The main traveler is Wu Yong, a drifting, limping musician. Not long after the Korean War ended, he hit the road with his lung-sick son, searching for a legendary doctor. They just happened to stumble upon this village. The old village chief brings the father and son inside, where they finally get their first hot meal after days of grueling travel. Wu Yong begs the chief to let them stay for just a couple of days, but the chief refuses. Desperate, Wu Yong opens up about their situation to get some sympathy. He explains that he's trying to get his son to Seoul so an American doctor can treat him. He even pulls out a slip of paper with an address left by an American soldier. In reality, the note is just a cruel, insulting joke written in English, but Wu Yong clings to it as his son's only saving grace. The chief can't read a word of English, but he fakes it anyway, nodding along. It's only after Wu Yong gifts him a pack of American cigarettes that the chief finally lets them stay the night. That day happens to be a village baby's first birthday party, and everyone is celebrating. Wu Yong can't help but join in, playing his music, though the villagers still treat him with a lot of suspicion and unease. Suddenly, the village cook cracks open an egg to find a vibrant red yolk. The crowd erupts into cheers. It's a sign from God. The cook transforms on the spot, becoming the village's new shaman, and everyone suddenly feels like there's hope for their home after all. That night, the chief calls a village meeting and introduces Wu Yong to the crowd. When someone asks about what's happening in the outside world, Wu Yong starts to tell them the truth, but the chief quickly cuts him off. The chief had already warned him in private. Under no circumstances are the villagers to find out that the war is over. While the chief wants the outsiders gone by morning, some of the villagers want Wu Yong to help them with their rat problem. Wu Yong agrees to help, leaving the chief with no choice but to offer up a cow as payment. The next day, Wu Yong scouts the entire village to draw up an extermination plan. Meanwhile, his son, young Nam, is adapting well to village life. He grows incredibly fond of Auntie Nisuk, who cooks for him and his dad. Nisuk is a young widow, gentle, beautiful, and an amazing cook. Since young Nam has never known his own mother, he secretly hopes Nisuk will become his new mom, and Wu Yong has clearly developed feelings for her too. The rat infestation is a nightmare. The villagers tried raising cats to catch them, but the rats were so vicious they ended up eating the cats instead. That's why the village has been forced to sacrifice their precious raw meat just to survive. After a few days of scoping out the area, Wu Yong locates a cave where the rats nest, along with a massive boulder that could seal the entrance. He mixes two kinds of chemical powders, a white powder to repel the rats, and a yellow powder to attract them. He lays down a trail of the yellow powder starting from the cave entrance all the way down to the village, meaning the rats will follow the scent right out of town. On top of that, he hangs little toy windmills all over the village. When the day comes, Wu Yong lights a charcoal fire at the top of the mountain and throws the white repelling powder into the flames. As the wind picks up, it carries the scent the rats hate most, spreading it across every corner of the village. The shaman rings her bells, Wu Yong plays his pipe, and the music drifts out along with the smoke. Sure enough, the rats come pouring out from every nook and cranny, following the yellow trail straight up the mountain. Even Wu Yong is surprised by how perfectly the plan works. Despite injuring his leg in the chaos, he pushes through the pain, drives every last rat into the cave, and uses all his strength to roll the boulder into place, sealing them in for good. Just like that, the villagers' contempt turns into worship, and they treat him like a hero. The village throws a massive celebration party, and everyone is having a great time. Caught up in the moment, Wu Yong gets the idea to lead the villagers out of their isolation. He starts playing his pipe, encouraging them to follow him out into the world. But nobody moves. Suddenly, the night watchman's clapper sounds through the air, and everyone abruptly packs up their things and rushes home. Wu Yong is completely bewildered. Once everyone clears out, he asks Nisuk to stay behind for a moment. It's the first time anyone has ever complimented her name, and she looks genuinely happy. Ever since she became a widow, she hasn't had a single good day, and the cold shoulder she gets from the villagers has made her timid and closed off. Wu Yong subtly hints at his feelings, telling her he hopes she can be a mother to young Nam. It's obvious Nisuk feels the same way, but despite her feelings, she turns him down.